Wendy, what are you watching?
Something humans call Shark Tank. Check it out.
I present to you horse pants.
What the hell is that?
That's a horse.
But I'm a horse.
So is that.
That thing ain't look nothing like me.
Our horses look different.
Oh, what the hell? Am I being jackassed or hoodwinked? Some shit.
Move, guys. I have to talk about fear.
Your fear of commitment or your fear of confrontation.
When AJ was little, she was afraid of catching pony AIDS.
What?
Which one?
I mean, being afraid of pony AIDS is very understandable fear, but like...
Wendy, shut up.
No, fear the game, you idiots.
You're afraid of games?
What? People have this internal desire to seek out what makes them uncomfortable. Even if they're reluctant, they eventually will. Think about the last time you conquered something you thought you couldn't. Like when you watched a movie you thought was too scary. Or when you finally platinum Bloodborne, but then realize you still need the goddamn Ligarius wheel to get the last f***ing trophy.
Just get the wheel.
I'm lazy.
You're too lazy to get the Ligarius wheel. But you weren't too lazy to dive through every single dungeon until you found Queen Yarnum.
But even so, for everybody, it's not the same. I'm the type of person who enjoys exploring what makes me mentally and physically uncomfortable. I love trying to discover and interact with what goes bump in the night, even if I'm filled with the overwhelming emotion of fear.
That was lame.
You're lame.
First Encounter Assault Recon, or FEAR for short, is a first-person action survival horror game created by the gorgeous babes over at Monolith, the company known for pumping out fantastic video games. That is, until they made Gotham City Imposters. Oh boy, what else we got?
Middle-earth.
How many?
3.
3 of them?
Shoot, The Hobbit is my favorite horror series.
In this game, he plays an unvoiced protagonist, with the most f***ing philosophical name I've ever heard. You are... Point Man. You work for the FEAR military organization, and start the game off going to arrest a man known as Paxton Fettle. With your trusty squad mates, such as Fuckface over here, who totally doesn't vanish during the first level, he just straight up DCs from the Minecraft server without giving you any items to help you fight the Ender Dragon. You've also got Woman, and later on, Black Man. Before I discuss the story any further, however, we're going to start off with the game mechanics. Better yet, let's talk about the thing every American loves. Firearms!
Now you're speaking my language. That's my favorite thing about you humans. I love me a good boom boom stick.
I didn't know ponies had mentally deficient white trash.
You think I'm white trash? You ain't even met my cousin AJ.
Applejack's your cousin? But you make alcohol, and it's mostly cherry flavored.
Well, 4 times removed, some crazy stuff went down back in the Second Equestria World War.
Which side was your family on?
Yeah. The not good one.
Where were we?
Guns.
Oh, right. You start off with your standard pew-pew, and soon enough upgrade to faster pew-pew, then heavy pew-pew, before soon enough coming face-to-face with the weapon that single-handedly makes this game a fucking cakewalk at times. There's stronger guns, yeah, but none can hold nearly as much fucking ammo as this one. You get the shotgun. Yeah, how many shots can you have total in this thing plus reserves? Oh, yeah, Pog. 180 shells, Jesus Christ. What am I, a fucking ammo box? This gun is one of the only problems I have with this game, as it reloads all 11 shots in about a second, has a really fast fire rate, and will make pretty much every single enemy explode into a pile of pus. If you strafe properly, you can literally remove all challenge from the game and slaughter everything in your path. It's almost as bad as that disgusting thing known as Amber Heard, but at least the shotgun won't hurt you. Not like your ex who ghosted you and broke your heart.
What in Sam shit are you talking about?
Lucy has negative luck with relationships. It's actually kind of impressive how badly they all have failed.
I had a relationship once, but Mr. Cake didn't really appreciate me sleeping with his wife.
Nice.
The other few are pretty standard. The pistol is very reliable, but surprisingly ammo can be scarce at times. The SMG goes burr, but at a distance it's about as effective as Shane Dawson trying to crawl back onto YouTube. The heavy assault rifle is more medium range, but honestly one of my least favorite guns. I'd probably put it lowest on the list. Then, the most amazingly stupid piece of shit in this game, dropped by some hunky f***ing enemies that I affectionately refer to as OSHA regulation breaking construction equipment.
Wow.
No, you cannot have one. Costas Place, MID Productions, SH1 Toast, Time Lord Rick, The White Raven 777, Nick Magtan, Small Mellow, Alex Sal, 3 Branch, Gall, Adore Shadow, Blank, Soviet Absol, and Calvary. A special thank you to our highest donor, Costas Place.
Next up, we start getting what I like to call heavy weapons. Mostly cause they're significantly rarer until the final level. But still f***ing awesome. These are easily my favorite. You've got the abortion blaster, the kabuki cannon, heavy pew-pew with a scope, and because why not, a burst fire rocket launcher. Yeah, they have the foresight on Doom 2016. The abortion blaster will do what everyone does when the condom breaks, perform an abortion. But this kind of abortion is special, as you can use it on a fully grown adult. Just one blast, and you'll turn them into a f***ing skeleton. Oh my god. The weapon I call the kabuki cannon is one of my favorites, because it feels like the rocket launcher from Doom, in both substance and owl splash damage. Following that is the heavy scope pew-pew. It makes the assault rifle not another piece of shit now, because range. Careful though, as ammo can be scarce with this thing.
Why the hell did you use a chug jug for the transition slide?
What's a chug jug?
You know from Fortnite.
Ain't that a venereal disease?
Hey Lubot, the horse knows less about Fortnite than you do. Do you play it or something?
Shut the f*** up.
In terms of what you have to help you that doesn't shoot bullets, we have quite a bit of things. The main ability in the game is what I call the half-assed Zoardo. You don't exactly stop time, but you do slow it down. This gives a huge edge in battle, as on the higher difficulties you can be brought down with a few shots if you're not careful. This allows you to whip around corners with time slowed, and blast enemies with whatever shooty boy you happen to be holding in your hands.
Pizza Worldo, right? That's how the Jujus say it, right?
Nothing about what you said was anything.
Next up, armor. Works similarly as armor in Doom, helps absorb and minimize damage, but depletes really quickly when taking fire. So be careful to constantly grab whatever armor you see whenever you see it. I rarely was at points where I was at max armor and couldn't pick up anymore. Your main source of regenerating health are medkits though, which are a fucking necessity on high difficulty. I played this game through the most extreme difficulty, then downgraded to high because I was getting too frustrated. The damage and health loss can be relentless. Fortunately, these are alleviated by power-ups. There's only 2 types, and they have permanent effects. Health packs, which add another permanent 5 health to your total, and the Warudo pack. These increase your stand power, so you can survive the road roller at the end of the game.
Ha! That's a Juju reference.
And finally, we have the piece de resistance, the grenades. There are 3 of them. Frags, which are infuriating as shit. I'll explain why in a minute. They can either f*** you because you threw it at a bad angle, causing it to land literally at your feet. Oh! Oh shit!
Oh, grenade. Go into if you're gonna throw a grenade, I suggest going to slow mo. You hit the fucking pipe.
Or they can be beneficial and clear out an entire room before you get there. It really depends on how you use them. Followed by frags, we have the Joyous Proximity Mines, which I only found useful for luring boss enemies into. The mechs and heavy gunners would be stunned and lose a load of health from these things, but the throwing range is f***ing abysmal. Ending things off, we have basically Sticky C4. Give your sticky balls a good chuck, then press the button, nutting all over your foes as they splatter all over the floor.
I never want to hear you talk about your sticky balls ever again.
And now, we can talk about the level design. It's pretty f***ing good, not gonna lie. They allow you to take multiple approaches to situations with varying paths or equipment placed before most engagements. Unless you're in the f***ing parking garage. Most engagements don't have a right or wrong way to approach them. unless you die, in which case you did it the wrong way. Get good. Not like I died or anything while playing this game. The power-ups are mostly hidden, very poorly and in plain sight most of the time, but you have to think slightly to find them, which makes levels more fun to explore. If you go through all the passages, you'll certainly find most guns early, medkits, and all kinds of stuff that'll help you on your journey. Enemy placements are usually fairly exquisite. They're fairly evenly spread out, especially in later levels, unless it's the f***ing parking garage. Alright, now we're finally back on track. After seeking Paxton Fettel in the first level, you notice one of your squad mates, Jankowski, went f***ing poof shortly after Paxton beats the shit out of you on the roof, and then suddenly, back to the helicopter as you're kited to the next mission. Does the ambiguity ever stop? Nope. Gotta use your brain for this game, kiddos. Good old drip-fed storytelling. They don't shove it all in your face, unlike other games. Now you arrive at the second level, or what I passionately refer to as, oh god, Alma ate all my friends, please god help me. You arrive with your squad investigating a paranormal threat. You're told not to engage, but that's kinda hard when within 2 minutes your entire squad gets turned into paste. So you have to travel through the shipyard by yourself while dealing with the wondrous forces of the replica super soldiers. After gunning down a massive amount of replicas, the other squad finds you and helps you up. Why were you on the ground? Because Alma exploded you and launched you out of a goddamn window. As far as I can tell, F.E.A.R takes place over the rest of this night. After being found, you're helped up and sent in after Jankowski's tracking beacon. While you're pushing through, you find some massive shit is going down at Armachan headquarters. Throughout the night, you track Paxton Fettel and his army of replicas, trying to hunt him down while Alma communicates you through some violent hallucinations. As you find laptops throughout the level, you gain more information about ATC's Project Origin and Paxton Fettel's past. After tracking Fettel through the area and experiencing even more hallucinations, you end up heading to the ATC main facility. And once they discover your intentions of discovering the truth about Fettel and Project Origin, they too turn hostile. Now you have both ATC security officers and replicas to worry about. While you're here, you discover Alice Wade is still trapped inside, and you try to rescue her, but she insists on heading to the Origin Vault to check on her father. At this point, it is heavily implied that Alma is controlling Fettel, and you begin to slowly discover that there's so much horrid, unforgivable shit that's gone down with Project Origin than you initially thought. Concluding the game with the realizations that you are one of Alma's children, and her father was the one performing the horrible experiments on her because of her telekinetic powers. It's revealed that Fettel was your brother too, but you find him dead with Alice just before trying to stop Alma's dad from opening the vault.
You sure love your really long explanations, don't you?
Kinda have to in order to get my point across.
No you don't. And you still don't know how to end videos.